I forgot I actually erased my difficulty level. Oh, yes! That is awesome! Oh, yes! Decapitation! Decapitated! Greetings, guys and girls, fellow gamers. My name is Games for Kicks, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 15. In the last episode, we went back to our old base. We got the chemi table, we got a couple of gun parts, we got a lot of other things, and we went to the trader and actually sold a lot of our clothes, a lot of our recipes, a lot of shit, anything that was worth more than 100. And we actually leveled up in bartering, which gave us more money for the things we sold. So it ended up making him give us more money for the items, and I think his cost got lowered in the items he's selling, which is really handy. We're gonna have to keep doing that for every time we find a lot of new items that we can sell. We also bought some items. We bought a machete. Yes, we can finally slash people's heads with more satisfaction than before. I know what it's called. I call it a machete, and I'm gonna keep it for the Horde Night. I don't want to really waste its durability until then. We're gonna have some fun with it though. I also bought the steel upgrade, and the trader had a book to learn to make beer. So we know how to make beer now, which is absolutely amazing. So in this episode today, we're going to be upgrading some tools. I'm going to try to do a little bit of everything so it doesn't get too boring. We're going to be upgrading some tools. We have to do a bit of a grind for some resources. And while they're burning, we're going to have a look at our base defenses for the next horde. At the tower, I want to expand upon the tower. It's something I saw in one of Grant Spartan's videos that I want to kind of apply and see if that works. Then I want to go to my main base. I want to continue working on that a little bit. And then we gotta go from there. So I hope you're gonna enjoy the episode. If you do, remember to kick that like button in the balls to support the channel and the series. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. Anyway, while I'm crafting some tools, I already crafted 4, so we're gonna craft another one, and that hopefully will be able to upgrade my steel pickaxe close to 500. While we're doing that and while we're waiting for this to happen, let me just tell you a few questions have been asked why there's only one video a day every now and then. If there's a problem, you know, or if I'm giving up on certain series. No, I'm not. It's basically very, very simple. It's real life. I have a real life job. I work 8 hours a day. I'm a programmer. So I write code 8 hours a day. I have to travel to and from work, and then I come home. I have a family, I have kids. You know, I can't just point blank ignore them. So these things have to happen. Now, every now and then, you know, it gets a bit much. Life gets a bit hectic, and then we have to take a chill pill. And we're just gonna have to say, okay, today we only record 1 episode. I'm gonna have to go to bed. Now, what I'm trying to do is get a little bit better organized. So on the weekends, what I'm trying to do from now on is try to pre-record some of the secondary content. So what you will see probably starting next week is secondary content more frequently, like Osiris, New Dawn, maybe Subsistence when once I got the hang of it, maybe other games as well. But they will be pre-recorded. So I will still read all the comments. And if you tell me to do something specifically, I just won't be able to do it until I record again on the weekend, on the weekend after that. But still, leave the comments. I always appreciate the tips. Anyway, I just thought to let you know that because there was some questions asked. Everything is fine. I'm not giving up on Osiris New Dawn. Actually, Osiris New Dawn, I'm intentionally waiting in the moment until the update is out, because the update is going to add some new toys, and I don't want to craft a vehicle now that might not work, and I have to recraft it again. So I'm waiting for the update to drop, which should be, by the time you see the video, probably on that day you see the video, or the next day. Anyway, I know this was a lot of waffle, but a few of you have asked, so I decided I should share that with you, because I don't really vlog. So if you want to know about these updates more, follow me on Twitter. We need to get a lot more resources, because we want to get those tools up to 600 nearly. So what we're going to do is, while I'm gone, I know I'm wasting a lot of experience that way. Anyway, this is something that you're gonna have to decide for yourself, okay? When you craft gunpowder, excuse me, oh, that came out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me, bit gassy out of my mouth. Anyway, gunpowder. Gunpowder in here is made by mixing, okay? And you can make 1,000 pieces out of 1,000 gunpowder nitrate. Now, if you do it in your inventory, of course, then you can only make 500, because it actually costs like 2 per. Yeah. Now, what I mean by the choice is yours is, if you want to level up gunsmithing while you do other things, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and do it this way. If you want to do it from your inventory, because it levels up your gunsmithing as well. However, what you also can do is, of course, you can do it from here. So if you look at our gunsmithing for now, gunsmithing is only 20, so it should level up pretty quickly. So if we do gunsmithing now in here, and it will take 20 minutes. So we're going to put a couple of wood in there. There we go. And put it down to 20 minutes or 21 minutes or something in that area. There we go. Nice. And now mix it. Now this will also level up our gunsmithing, hopefully. So you could actually stay in here, just like I did with the steel axe, and just wait. And eventually it's gonna go pop, and your gunsmithing should go up. At least I think it will level up that way as well. I haven't actually tried it yet in Alpha 15. So let's just check if our gunsmithing is going up. It is, so you can see it there. So you could actually stay here and just wait for the 1,000 to be crafted and just go and watch an episode of whatever on Netflix, or do whatever you want to do in the meantime, you know? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because sometimes I like to craft these even though I lose out in my inventory while I do things, so I level up gunsmithing while I'm actually doing other things. Now let's go and get some iron so we can continue making some more steel. So while there's some more iron burning, I got about another 500 raw iron, so that should be enough to make a couple of more steel. I want to test out this steel upgrade. Okay, so we're going to have to make new barbed wire anyway. So let's do this. There we go. Okay, nice, excellent. Okay, so we can see here the damage is actually not too bad, especially on the steel ones. The damage is actually okay. Let me see, I don't have any steel on me, good. So that's 9,320. That is not bad. So now the problem we're gonna have in the next episode, in the next horde, is that we're gonna get cops and they're gonna explode. Now, as far as I know, this here is gonna add explosion resistance. Now, what I haven't tested, I have to test that in creative mode, is once you apply that, does it apply simply something to the block and I show you now. Okay, so the first things first. So this block here on the bottom, let's start with that. Boom, there you go. That is it. That was applied, boom. Okay, now let's take our fist. Actually, let's just point at it. It's not broken, so we won't see it. So can we hit it with our hands? If we hit this block with our hands, it's 10,000, okay? If we hit the new block with our hand, it's 12,000. So what I don't know is, did it add 2,000 to the extra 10,000, or was it a proper block upgrade giving you 12,000 and then go down to steel, which is 10,000? But the good thing is that this should be explosive resistant, taking a lot less damage than this when a cop is blowing up. The next thing we're gonna have to think about after upgrading these, I don't know where I'm gonna get more of this upgrade. I think the trader is the only way, so we're gonna have to get the treasure chest at some point and then go back to the trader and buy some more of that junk, because it's gonna be awesome. This has to hold. If we upgrade all of these blocks against cops, I'm going to replace some of these blocks, maybe not replace. We'll see. Some of these blocks of these bars will be replaced, because I want to. One of you sent me a screenshot of the way you expanded on top of that base, and I really like that idea. So I want to build like a little. It's like not a cage, but it's like kind of something on top that protects you a little bit from the cop vomit. So you can basically have the cops shoot at you without taking too much damage. Anyway, that's besides the point. So what I'm gonna do is, that is something I did before. I think I saw it the first time in a Grand Spartan video. It doesn't mean he was the first to do it. It just means that's where I saw it the first time. So we're going to dig underneath. Oh crap, we have to be careful here. So I don't know. The digging with the shovel in a tight space is the biggest pain in the ass in this game. If you play 7 Days to Die for any amount of time and you're digging, you will realize that you can hold your mouse cursor perfectly still, digging straight, and all of a sudden it digs to the side, it digs on the bottom block below. It's a complete... What the fuck? It's a complete nightmare, like aiming exactly with the shovel. Oh, great, look at that. Okay, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's upgrade our mining, I suppose. You missed me there, buddy. You missed me there. Oh, I forgot I actually erased my difficulty level. Oh, yes. That is awesome. Oh, yes. Decapitation. Decapitated. Awesome. Look at all the blood. This is so sweet. Dude, don't hit an unarmed person. All I have is a shovel. All I was going to do is like... Oh, this is lovely. I love it. I love it. Oh, he nearly got me. Holy balls. Oh, loving it. Yeah, you just hang in there, girl, okay? Just hang in there. Oh man, there's so much decapitation going on. It's just too exciting. It's just too amazing. Oh shit, I'm walking in my own trap. Get out. Okay, I'm bleeding. Balls. I already... What are you destroying my base for, you asshat? Oh shit. Wrong weapon. Oh. There we go. How come a pickaxe doesn't take your head off? Oh, it does, and it's beautiful! It's a bit like the sledgehammer. Okay, oh shit, shit. Oh, balls. I knew she's gonna get me. Holy shit. And they hit me so hard now because of the difficulty level. I'm actually gonna set them to insane in the next episode. I just keep forgetting that because they are getting quite easy to deal with. Okay, let's get the... Oh, wow. That is a big, big, big roaming horde. Let's just deal with them properly. Okay, let me just clean up here and I'm back in a second. Okay, let's do at least some looting. I thought I was getting more work done today, but hey ho. When the zombies are calling, you gotta cancel the call. What else are you gonna do? We definitely... Oh, I already picked all these bird's nests up. You damn you and your bird's nest looting skills. Come on! I probably should also hack them all up to get the extra for fertilizer, to get the flesh and the meat, whatever you call it. Let's loot them all. I can do the rest of that while you guys are not watching. It's not that interesting to chop bodies up, isn't it now? Unless they're squealing and begging for forgiveness, of course. Yes. I love horror movies. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, and to save a little bit of time because we got sidetracked with the zombies, I already dug up a lot of stuff here. And just in case you're wondering, if you have a structure already above ground, make very sure that you put your support beams down. A very good idea is to put your support beams underground exactly beneath the ones above ground. That way, it's good even weight distribution. If you put it only one to the side, if you start building on top, it could start falling apart here because that is its weak point. So keep building on top of or underneath of your existing load bearings. That's always a good idea. Now, as you can see already, that's pretty much what we have planned. Now, there is other choices. You could use, for example, wood poles. Wood poles can be placed the same way. You can just put them here and then you can repair it. Now, my problem with wood poles is they leave a little bit too much space. Okay? The gap is too big. And I think dogs will be able to fall through it when the spikes are gone. Like, not dead dogs, living dogs. I also think crawlers will be able to crawl through those gaps or glitch at least through it. Well, if they're not, that's fine. I just don't feel safe enough with poles. They leave too much room. Then you could use the 50% pillars. I call them 50% from now on because that's what they are. They're 50% of the diameter of a normal pole. At least that's what I was told. So they're not 50 millimeters. They're just 50% off. So the 50 poles you can use, and this one is hard to see because the cobblestone frame, but I didn't want to waste actual concrete to do it and then destroy it. You can see it leaves a little bit of room left and right, but I think the room is not big enough. So it is the Goldilocks syndrome, really. Like the wood poles, the room is too big. The cobblestone, the pillars, the 50 pillars, the room is too small. These ones are just right, in my opinion. And you can do them sideways, whichever way you want. That's up to you. I just did them like that now. End of story. And it allows you to go from block to block and from spike to spike and repair them. Now, all we have to do now is underneath here, we're going to dig out the area and make it a little bit more homey so we actually can look. Now, this should not collapse. Absolutely not collapse, because we have the load bearing here. We can go across to the next pillar. Absolutely fine. We should be able to be okay to go to the next pillar. So let's see where it is. Here it is. And it should not collapse. And we should be able to put our wood frames at least temporarily down there. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's put that away. And actually don't do what I just did, attaching here and then dig, because if you attach something to the top and then dig away the ground underneath, you might actually make it too heavy and then it could collapse from the top. So what you should do is always build it from the ground up to before touching the top pillar. Anyway, running out of food and drink. I just wanted to show you this, that this is what I had in mind. Now, we can make a nice little room down here, which is gonna have, well, it could even be actually our furnace room. We could move all our production here if we would want to, but what I do instead, I'm gonna connect this actually eventually to my big tunnel, and I just put a big metallic door in between so that if some zombies come down here, they're not gonna get past the door, and then we're gonna put some hallways around the hallways to be able to create murder holes to shoot the zombies in case they get down here. So you can do a lot of fancy things underground. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. Well, not the episode, I'm gonna leave this part here. So we're gonna go back to the other base now with all the other materials that I made in the base in the meantime, and get started on working a little bit more on the base. So this is the idea for the wall. The wall is gonna be going all the way around here, and it's going to go through this block. We're gonna remove this block, and then it's gonna go here, and then in the end here, we're going to have another tower just like these ones. Now, it's gonna be a slightly skinnier tower, maybe, because it's more of a lookout tower. These ones are the majestic towers that will stand beside the main gate. They should be looking fearsome and big and massive and, you know, strike fear into oncoming units. Whatever. Mostly they're zombies, they don't know fear, so the whole thing is pointless. But it's gonna look good, hopefully. Now, on the outside, though, we're going to have small towers. Now, this is not part of a castle. Somebody was asking if this is a castle, if I build another 2 towers to make it 4. No, this is just literally the main entrance into my little village. And then on this side, we're gonna have a village. So I don't even know if I'm gonna have a keep. I might do a little keep. Just something where the gatekeeper will live. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see. But this is the idea. Also, mushrooms do grow outside. They grow very slow. This one is very slow. This one here is like all... I don't want to. I don't know if it's to do because they're outside, if they grow faster indoors or outdoors. I have no idea how we're going to test that, to be honest. But because this one actually grew quite fast. I just left it in for you guys to see. It grew literally a little bit, maybe 3 minutes behind everybody else. So they're not really that slow outside, except for that stupid one that just doesn't want to grow. On this side here, the door, yes, once I have the resources, I will replace the door. Absolutely. I will raise it up by 1 block. And then we're just gonna build a ramp to get on and off the thing, but it should allow us to make another level of water, because 2 blocks of water would be nice. It should work well. Also, in the long run, we will go underground to repair all the spikes. Now, the spikes can actually be repaired through the water. Somebody was asking if they can. If they cannot be repaired underwater, they can. So if we damage this one, we can repair it. There you go. We can even upgrade it. So that's fine as well. Okay, so this is the idea. I'm going to continue working on the wall for a little bit. Probably in the next episode, we're going to be starting here, working a little bit on this. And then we will probably think about going through town again to see if we can find a working tool stiffy or anything that we can loot, like a shotgun messiah, something in the city center, in the Hope City. And I will also move the trees at some point, because I only place them to get like a good resource of wood. We're going to chop them all down once they're fully grown, all of them. And but now I don't know if the new system applies to trees, but the phone pins have this weird system now where everything grows randomly. So that's why probably the 2 mushrooms also are not growing the same time. There should never be that much of a difference. So if I think in real life, if I have something right beside each other, there should never be a huge delay between something growing, if it's the same thing. So I just don't think that would be actually a real thing, because I assume they would feed off the same kind of source. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here for now. Sorry we couldn't get more time into the base itself, but that's what we're gonna start with in the next episode. I hope you like the ideas for everything. If you have comments about anything, leave them below. I know I said it already before, but because real life is getting a bit busier right now, I might not be able to reply to all the comments or to most comments anymore, but I will definitely read them all and at least respond in a way through the videos to them. So please leave the comments, because I really enjoy reading them and I like your ideas. And I like talking to you about them, but I probably have to do it through the videos rather than through the comments. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, Viel Spaß and happy gaming. So that doesn't look too bad. So if we put this here... and then this here, we can make that our walkway in the wall. That would be awesome. And then we have a couple of slits every now and then outside here, like windows. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. And we just walk along here and kill zombies or whatever. I like that idea. That is actually not bad. And then further up we can make a ladder up, and then we can even walk on top of the wall as well, so we can connect the walls. The levels. Oh, I like that. That's gonna be awesome.